Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a couple days since I've done this, so allow me to introduce to y'all a spider. But not really. This right here is the spider-tailed horned viper. Is a very long name, and every time I try to say it, I have to stutter just because spider-tailed horned viper. Although it's called a fake spiked horn viper, simply because it's not really got the normal spikes, like your spiked or your bearded dragons, stuff like that. So you might be wondering, what is this thing? Well, unfortunately, it's a venomous ambush type predator. And I wish I was lying when I said it was venomous. However, there's a good news. We have no idea what its venom does to humans due to the single fact that supposedly there's never been a snake bite from this thing. I wish I was lying. I legit searched up, is this thing harmful to humans? Yes, it is, due to the fact that its venom can possibly cause hemorrhaging due to the fact that blood won't clot. However, there's also the single fact of there's not been a recorded bite, and I do think that's because of where it's from. This thing is from the rough terrains of Iraq. And I wish I was kidding, but Iraq decided, hey, we should have a venom type creature, snake style. So Australia, unfortunately, skinning our point on the board. Yay. I really wish there was less venomous snakes, but apparently who cares? They might be wondering what's with the spider tail. Let me explain. That's how they hunt. See, these things decided, hey, we're going to mainly eat birds. So what it does is it goes on top of rocks, it hides itself, and watches its tail. It then basically does kind of like how the rattlesnakes do here in Georgia, which are kind of rattle. However, what this one does is it slowly moves its tail, mimicking a spider. And the birds there really love eating bugs. So when it comes in and it bites onto that spider and drags into the air, it doesn't realize that it just basically signed its own death certificate. And the snake gets a very wonderful meal. Some premium KFC, if you ask me. So yeah, there's this little guy. And I do have to say, it's not really one that you have to worry about, especially because this one doesn't really like humans, and where they mostly are, nobody really goes there. And if you're American, I mean, we're not allowed in Iraq anyway. Not legally, really, but you got some camo. Someone tells me you could. Anyway, I'll quit ranting and rambling. See y'all next one, y'all. Have a good day. Also, go look at some of the other snake videos I've done. There's a lot of good ones. Okay, bye, y'all.